Preston Narainsamy of Nedbank Private Wealth joins me now to discuss these movements further. Preston, many thanks for your time this afternoon and welcome to eNCA. Let's start with the overall market performance today. The JSE over 0.5% in late afternoon trading. Some positivity coming through from global markets with US earnings out and they are relatively positive. What were some of your thoughts on the overall movements?
Good evening, Rofhiwa. It's good to be here. So, yeah, I mean, we'll quickly chat, globally. Of course, investors still grappling with inflation and the transitory nature of it, or whether it's going to be sticky. So a lot of attention today went into, the ECB meeting and, President Lagarde, the market was kind of paying attention to, what is she going to talk around inflation, around the recovery, around growth, and around the asset purchase program, essentially. So, essentially, her commentary and, the ECB commentary is that heading into next year, early next year, we're probably going to see tapering or a reduction in asset purchases start to take place. And then heading into, the rest of the year, we're probably going to see inflation peak sometime at the beginning of next year and then taper down as we head into the rest of 2022. So, just the comments coming out from the ECB, it's quite different to what the market's actually saying. If you look at the 2-year or the shorter dated treasuries and bonds globally, we've seen quite a big pickup. So the market's saying, sure, maybe inflation's probably much stickier than the central banks are communicating. So that's in the back of investors' minds, in the back of markets in general. And Rofhiwa, also COVID risks hovering in the background. We've seen a pickup in infections out of Russia, Europe, and we're just seeing a pickup in infections and a lot of talk around a more infectious strain of the Delta variant affecting the market as well. And then, just filtering to our local market, it's been a pretty subdued day. Of course, we finished in the green, but volumes are pretty low. And it just feels as if there's still pretty much a risk-off tone in the market. We've seen the rand still under a little bit of pressure today. That's filtered through to our bond market. Just to show you how much the bond market's been under pressure.
Preston, unfortunately, we are running out of time, so I just want to get through some other stuff before we run out of time completely. This is an interesting story. The PIC demanding a higher price on the sale of Distal to Heineken. That's putting some risk on the sale, perhaps not even taking place.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting one there, Rofhiwa. I mean, not sure if it's rumors at the moment, but neither Heineken nor Remgro, which is the major shareholder in Distal, gave any commentary on this. But I mean, Heineken haven't actually put a bid on the table as yet. So I guess we just got to see what pans out on this one and what kind of happens. So for now, I guess we still a little bit in the dark, and it's just rumors at this point in time.
Right, Preston, so much more to discuss, but very little time. Luckily for both of us, I'll be speaking to the Chief Executive or the Chief Financial Officer of EOH in the next bulletin, so we'll get insights from that particular company. Thank you very much for your time. That was Preston Narainsamy of Nedbank Private Wealth joining us there.